Hello, people. For those who are coming from Facebook, hello. This video is going to be short. It is going to be a mental health talk, mainly focusing on me, but also I'd like to touch on a couple of other things, but we'll get to that. I really have no plan for this video or any points that I need to hit. So I'm sorry if it's all over the place. I'm sorry to any teachers who watch this and are just disappointed in my public speaking skills, because right now I'm all over the place. Anyways, what I want to start this video with is that in the description, I'm going to put a link to something that I'm going to be talking about in this video. So if any of this interests you, you're welcome to go read it. But I will explain that more. Basically, I'm doing a lot of self-reflection lately because I've had a lot of changes in my life. Just a lot of quick changes with school and work and priorities. And it's changed me a lot as a person. I've changed so much. Oh, there is a bee right in front of my phone. There it was. That was the bee. There it is again. There it is again. Anyways, there's just been a lot of changes in my life, and it's required me to change a lot about myself and change a lot of how I deal with situations, and me recognizing that I'm just not dealing with them the best way that I can. And usually when my life gets like this, when it gets pretty unstable and unclear on my goals and ambitions, I refer to an essay that I wrote for high school. In my junior year, we were given an assignment from our English teacher, Miss DiMatteo, to write an essay on the topic, the next step. And I remember writing an essay for her about my career choices and turned it into her, and she said, no, I don't like it. And so I had to switch it up and dig a little deeper, and I ended up writing this essay. And there is no other form of art that I've ever done that has given me so much pleasure and feeling of being proud than this essay has. It's to a T me, and it's everything that I need to hear about myself, and it reminds me of everything that I want to work towards. And I wanted to read passages from it, but I'm not going to do that. I'll let people who are interested in seeing my essay go look at it. If you don't have an iPhone, you won't be able to read it, so I apologize. But go look at the essay if you want. I talk about a lot of things that I remind myself that you won't always know who you are, and most days will be hard, but those hard days are worth it when you have a really good day and you do understand yourself and you do understand your goals and you do get to be happy. For me personally, with all these changes and life decisions and friendships and relationships that I'm learning to cope with, it's just put me in a really uncomfortable position because I don't really know how to control those things very well. I feel like I have no control over my friendships and relationships, and mainly just have no control over my emotions. For those who don't know, I'm in nursing school now, and we just finished our first 8 weeks of our first semester. And we had a really important skills test that we had to do at the end of our 8 weeks. I was working really hard, studying really hard, practicing really hard, and I still felt so much anxiety about this test. It was literally like a make it or break it. If you don't pass the skills, then you fail. And you fail a class, you're out of the nursing program, and you can't be in the nursing program till another 5 years later. So I was stressed. And basically, the moral of the story was, as soon as I did the test and I was done, literally when I finished my last skill and I was like, okay, I'm done, I literally just burst out into tears. Firstly, because I was scared that I failed. And so then she told me that I didn't fail. And you would think that that would cheer me up and I'd stop crying. But then I just progressively started bawling my eyes out and just freaking out because all this like anxiety was like lifted off my shoulders and I didn't know how to handle it. I'd never felt so at ease before. I'd never have had that much stress put on me. And so it was just very difficult to deal with. And like I went home and I was just like, how do I get control of my emotions? Like I just feel like I don't have a grip on them. And it's something that I'm learning to deal with. It's something I still struggle with. It's something I probably will struggle with for a while. And I don't know if any of y'all feel like that out here. You don't have to share. I just wanted to share what I was going through because I've been not hiding that from people, but I think that people just think I'm really emotional and that I just cry over everything. I don't have control over it at all. If I shed one tear, most likely I will continue crying. And I'm learning how to control it, but it's very hard, and I just want people to know that. One thing that I can say really helps me is my mom and my sister, and basically just having people to talk to who will sit there and listen and not just be on their phone or just unattentively listen to you. That's another thing I'm learning in nursing school. Therapeutic communication. It's listening to people with an open posture and making eye contact with them and nodding your head, just listening to what they're saying. It really changes a relationship with somebody when you just sit and listen to what they have to say. Even if it's so stupid or even if it's something you don't like, let them speak. That's something that helps me a lot. So if anyone's going through the same thing, find someone you can talk to who wants to listen to you, and don't blame the people who don't want to listen to you, because there's going to be a lot of those people and you can't blame them because they could be going through their own thing and they don't have time to listen or whatever the reason may be, The point of all of this is please talk to somebody if you're going through something, especially if it's worse than what I'm currently dealing with. Not saying there's any scale, but please talk to somebody when things are getting too much for just you to handle, because you can't do this on your own. Unfortunately, we need people in our lives to uplift us, because we can't rely on ourselves to do it all the time. It's exhausting, and you can't do things when you're exhausted. So, my prayers go out to all the people who feel extremely alone right now and like they don't have anyone to talk to. There are people, you just have to find them and you just have to start that conversation. Thank you all who have stayed here and listened all the way through this. I know this was really boring, but it needed to be said. And yeah, stay positive and love yourself unconditionally. It's a beautiful day. Go outside and walk around or something.